Who was your punk icon?
My first husband, John Cale of the Velvet Underground.
The Velvet Underground, you would make them custom clothes as well, right?
They asked me. We all used to hang out at one restaurant called Max's, Kansas City. Everybody was there. Blondie was my waitress. And Julian Schnabel, for those art lovers, was a busboy. We were all little kids trying to figure out, wow, where this energy was going to go.
But I do have a question about you and John. How do you maintain such a close relationship with your ex-husband?
He just knows I love him. And I know he loves me. And he's with a wonderful woman, Anita. And she's his manager and fantastic. He was the only guy, except for Ed, my boyfriend now. He was the only guy where we chose right. To this day, I mean, we love each other as much as we always did. I can't say that about any of my 4 other husbands. Every guy I seem to be with, something goes wrong. John was the only keeper of 81 years. No, I met him when I was 22.
So 60 years.
60 years, and I still love him and love his work. But anyway, Velvet Underground. I said, well, what do you want to look like? What do you want to feel like? What do you want to happen when you play? What do you want to give off vibe-wise? And John, I fell in love with him. John wanted his outfit of a black canvas suit, real skinny mini, and Victorian ruffles, and not real Victoriana. He wanted his hands to be on fire. I said, as he played, I said, John, I can't make a costume that allows that with your hands on fire, because you'll burn up, the costume will burn up, you'll burn up. I couldn't do it. That was one downfall I could not do. I could not have John play with his hands on fire. But
it's a complicated idea.
It's a complicated idea. So John was very specific, black and white, Edwardian, Gothic, Victorian. Whereas Mo and Sterling, they wanted to wear crushed velvet. It was a very hip fabric for the 60s. Very king, queen, screwed up, crushed velvet. And they wanted to kind of almost be twins. Maureen wanted maroon, Sterling wanted forest green, and they wanted studs. I was doing a lot of studs and nail head stuff. They wanted studs all over their collars, all over their cuffs, down the front. So they liked the same things. And then Lou was the hardest for me, because Lou wanted to wear kind of one of my most unfavorite colors and fabrics. He wanted to wear gray suede and basically a Levi outfit, a Levi jacket and Levi pants, but in gray suede. So there wasn't that much for me to kind of
play with
and be excited about. But at the end of the day, Lou's nicest, bestest words to me were, Betsey, you cut a great crotch. And for a musician, cutting their crotch is very important. Very, very important.
How
terrible. How are you going to cut and paste this? No way.